Welcome to the Explainer. So, let's talk about something I'm sure a lot of you have felt. You're stuck, right? You're in the middle of your language learning journey. You've got the basics down, but that feeling of real fluency, it just feels so far away. Well, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to dive into 6 essential rules to completely smash through that frustrating intermediate plateau and finally unlock the fluency you've been working for. Okay, let's just get right into it. You know the feeling. You can order a coffee, no problem. You can get around on a trip. You can handle the simple stuff. But the second a conversation gets a little deeper, a little more real, it's like, bam, you hit a wall. That, my friends, is the B1 plateau. It's that super tricky space where you're kind of good enough, but you're nowhere near actually being fluent. And here's the absolute key, the thing you have to understand. The very study habits that got you here, they're now what's holding you back. Seriously, it's game over for those old methods. Your goal isn't just about being understood anymore. Now it's about achieving real fluency, pinpoint accuracy, and sounding, well, natural. It is time for a brand new playbook, and it all kicks off with how you think. Right. So, to actually get off this plateau for good, we've got to start by, well, re engineering your brain a little bit. We're going to completely shift how you look at making mistakes, how you learn new words, and even how you get feedback. Okay, rule number one. Now, this might sound a little weird at first. See, when you're a beginner, any mistake is a good mistake, right? It means you're trying. But now your goal has to evolve. You need to start making what I call precision mistakes. These are the kinds of errors that can only happen when you're really stretching yourself, trying to use much more complex grammar and fancier sentence structures. Now, what's so cool about this is the skill it forces you to build: self monitoring. Seriously, think of this as your new language learning superpower. It's that ability to be in the middle of a sentence, realize you've messed up some advanced grammar, and correct it yourself right then and there. You're basically forcing your brain to process grammar at the actual speed of a real conversation. That's a game changer. And you can see the difference so clearly here. A beginner mistake, that's a simple verb tense thing. But a precision mistake, that's when you're wrestling with those really tricky conditional tenses and getting them tangled up. Your new mission, should you choose to accept it, is to be able to stop yourself mid-sentence and go, wait a second, what I meant to say was, and then fix that more complex error all on your own. All right, let's jump to the second big mindset shift, and this one builds right on top of the first. It's time to, well, completely throw out that old dictionary approach. Learning one word at a time? Forget it. You absolutely have to stop learning single, isolated words and start learning them in the natural groups or chunks that they always show up in. And the fancy word for this is collocation, but all it really means is words that just go together. They're word partnerships, and they are the absolute fundamental building blocks of sounding natural. Think of them like pre-packaged phrases that native speakers just pull out and use without a second thought. And honestly, this one thing is what separates that clunky intermediate speech from smooth, fluent speech. A learner, they might translate word for word from their own language and say, strong rain. But a native speaker, they just instinctively say, heavy rain. Your new job is to become a detective, constantly hunting for these collocations. I promise you, it is the single fastest way to stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a real person. Okay, rule number 3 is all about who you're learning from. Look, that grammar stickler, the person who corrected every single little verb, they were amazing. They were essential when you were a beginner. But to get off this plateau, you need a major upgrade. You need to find a stylist. So, what's a stylist? What makes them so different? Well, they don't just ask, is that grammatically correct? No, they ask a much better question. Is that the right thing to say in this situation? They're all about the subtle stuff, the tone, the formality, the cultural vibes, all those critical details that grammar books just can't teach you. I mean, think about it. You could say, I request permission to leave early. Grammatically, perfect, 10 out of 10. But can you imagine saying that in a casual office today? You'd sound like a robot. A stylist is the one who helps you find the much more natural, relaxed way to say it, making sure you actually fit in instead of, well, standing out for all the wrong reasons. Okay, so we've got the new mindset locked in. Now, let's shift gears and talk about upgrading your actions. It's time to stop all that passive learning and start doing some active, high-intensity workouts for your listening and speaking. Rule number 4 is going to completely transform how you listen to things. I want you to forget about just passively listening to podcasts or watching videos. From now on, we're turning listening into an actual physical workout for both your mouth and your brain. The technique is called shadowing, and it's amazing. Here's the drill. You play a short audio clip from a native speaker, and you try to speak along with them at the exact same time, matching their speed, their rhythm, their intonation, everything. Don't even worry about the meaning at first. Just treat it like a physical exercise. The whole point is to train your mouth muscles to break that slow, careful habit and finally adopt a more natural, native-like flow. Next up, we have got to talk about your conversation practice. It needs a serious upgrade. Those simple chats about the weather or what you did last weekend, they're a thing of the past. To really smash through this plateau, your conversation partner needs to become more like an intellectual sparring partner. So your new goal is what we call deep talk. Instead of just idle chit chat, you're going to actively look for debates on interesting, maybe even controversial topics. You'll practice defending your opinions with actual reasons. You'll explore complicated what if scenarios. This kind of conversation literally forces your brain to grab for that advanced grammar and vocabulary that you need to master and use it on the fly. And that brings us to our final rule, rule number 6, which is going to completely overhaul how you learn new vocabulary. It is time to officially retire that old habit of learn 5 new words a day. We are replacing it with something way, way more powerful. A method that helps you build entire paragraphs from just one single new phrase. Okay, this is called the phrase expansion drill. It's super simple, but so effective. You take just one advanced phrase that you've come across, just one, and your task is to build a little 3-sentence paragraph around it. That's it. But this one little drill forces you to immediately understand its context, its grammar, and how it connects to other ideas. It pulls that phrase from your passive, I kind of know it memory right into your active, I can actually use this vocabulary. So, how do we tie all of this together into a real plan? What's the big picture here? Well, making that leap from intermediate to advanced, it's not about just trying hard every once in a while. It's about building a consistent, solid system for getting better every single day. Look, your path forward from here is actually pretty clear. It's all about combining those mindset shifts we talked about, making better mistakes, hunting for word chunks, finding a stylist, with the new practice habits like shadowing and deep talk. When you weave all of that into a consistent weekly routine, you create this incredibly powerful, almost unstoppable system for growth. So as you can see, this new playbook, it shows that the journey off the plateau is all about strategy. It means being brave enough to have those conversations that kind of scare you. It means being specific enough to hunt for phrases, not just single words. And it means being systematic enough to build all of this into a routine you can actually stick with. You really have gone from being just a tourist in this language to becoming a real local. You now have the complete playbook, everything you need to achieve genuine fluency. So the only question left really is, what's your next move? Which one of these rules are you going to start with today?